What's going on, Carpe Diem, CDH? Guys, we're about to do the first ever March Madness. In Carpe Diem, like when it comes down to like captains, like we've never done something like this before and super excited. First and foremost, I just want to kind of give it up to Tamara Carbajal and also Karina Montalvo, not Salcedo, Montalvo, right? Because they really, we were on a couple of Zooms figuring stuff out, how we're going to do this, how we're going to work it out. And gang, look, so I'm here. Karina's here with me. She's going to kind of help me out a little bit in terms of making sure we don't forget anything from the, more of the legality side, right? When it comes down to how things work and all that stuff. So gang, look, I just want to get started and kind of tell you how it's working, what you're going to do, and kind of give you the rules. And then we're going to go in to see who's facing who and kind of go from there. So gang, so first and foremost, what we did is we looked at, who's really been submitting captains, because this is all going to be based on captains and how many guests you're submitting throughout the week. It's not based on like top golf scores, not recruits, it's not apps, it's not points, it's not team, it's all individual. And so, like I said, we were looking and we were seeing, okay, who's been doing the most? And what we did is we took the top 32 people, okay, top 32 names, whether it be couples or singles, and we put it into this program where it literally put things together randomly. So it was out of our control. It wasn't like we were trying to fix it and make certain people go up against certain people. You'll see here in a second, like there's a couple people that are in base shops together that are going up against each other in week one. It's going to be wild. It's going to be crazy. And so the way that it works, guys, is you have every single BOM that we run and Unity runs to submit your guest. Now, you submit your guest to your MD or to your BSC, however that works, whatever base shop you're in. And then at that point, by Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, either the BSC or the marketing director has to make sure that all these guests are submitted for you. So gang, all you gotta do is really just go do the work. Okay, you got to go do the work. Like I said, we didn't select these. This was all random selection. Okay, so you can't start pointing the finger at Tamara or Karina or even myself. We didn't do any of that stuff. We put it into a system. It randomly spit these names out, and that's how these brackets are working. So the top 32 people. Now you guys might be saying, well, what if I'm not on there? Well, guys, that just means you got to go do the work. That's how these people got on here. You got to go do the work and say, you know what? Next time this comes around, I make sure that, that I'm on here. I make sure that I'm a part of it. Hopefully by then we got enough people where we can do a full 64, right? And really, have some competition. But guys, this is a way you can compete. This is a way that you can go out there and literally increase your contract level over the next 5 weeks by submitting guests to captains to be able to get recruits, to get apps, to get points, all that stuff, and start to build your business. Karina, is there anything that I left out? Anything at all? Is there anything I left out?
I think one of the main things is that it's all around consistency. You guys have to be consistent. And this is something that maybe, for example, let's say it was Marcus and myself. If he's not consistent and I'm someone that's fairly new, I will pass him up, even though he's about to hit marketing director. So it's all about consistency. This is why we pretty much built this for you guys. It's something so fun, so simple. I mean, we made sure that we didn't include anything outside of just you personally submitting your guests. As well as, the BSC and the MD will be confirming your guests. So make sure you guys are putting the number. If it's an email, make sure you put the email so we could confirm them. And that could be a point towards you.
Got it. So what you're also saying, too, with that is, don't just put some bogus names and numbers in there, because we are calling, right? Right? That's what you're saying?
Yes, we're calling and confirming. So make sure you guys are actually putting numbers that are not being consistently being put for the past few weeks. New people.
Got it. So gang, what Karina's saying, and she's absolutely right, is this. You could be one of the, smallest teams on here, right? You might not even be an FA, but you're on here because you've been consistently putting guests. You could go beat anybody on here, guys. You could go beat anybody. All about being consistent. Okay, all about being consistent. Was there anything else that we left out, or we're good? I can show them the bracket, and okay, cool. So, guys, I'm gonna flip this around, and I'm gonna show you guys who's going up against who. Now, this is exciting, and I can't wait to see, because, like I said, you got all week to literally see who's going to beat their competition. So, with that being said, let's kind of go through it. So, you see on the left side of the bracket, you've got Lemetria Edwards going up against Jose Montalvo. Now, this is an interesting one because Jose's a director and Lemetria is an associate. However, Lemetria submits guests all the time. So that's going to be very interesting. I don't know if Jose wants to get in the game like that. This is not a call out. His wife is sitting right here. But honestly, guys, I'm interested to see this matchup. Let's see who's next here on the list. You got Tiara Jackson going up against Shani Carroll. That's going to be an interesting matchup as well, because lately Tiara's been, she's been submitting guests and getting into captains. And so it's very interesting to see what's going to happen there. You've got a Will and Nakia White and also Rachel Anthony. That's a better together matchup head to head, both in team synergy. Who's going to be the flag carrier for Stephanie's MD run? This right here, that's what that's saying. Guys, I had no idea this was going to happen. I literally just pulled this up, and this is where the brackets are, because I didn't want to see until, we got started here. Let's scroll down. Let's see some more. We got Suzette Thomas going up against Shanika. Shanika, you're moving and grooving right now, Suzette. You're gonna have to go out and do a little things different. I know you've been submitting guests as well, but Shanika's just come on the scene really strong. So let's see if that's gonna continue. Belly's full. I don't know what's gonna happen. Again, I'm just a messenger. Don't shoot me. Tamara Carbajal going up against Diego and Angie. This one is really, really interesting because Tamara's called out Diego and Angie several times. So to see they're both directors, they're both in CD-based shop. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Right? Tamara's direct to David and Gabby. Diego and Angie are direct to Fred and Christy. Maybe Tamara's saying, I want to steal the time of the senior vice president, even though you're direct to them. I don't know. That's not me. I'm just saying, hey, maybe that's the word going around town, right? You go down to the water cooler right in the office. That's what's being spoken about. And when people come around with, shh, don't say anything, right? You got LaRonda going up against Denise Young. That's an ITK matchup right there. Interesting. Interested to see what's going to happen there. Then you've got Michaela Johnson going up against Martha. These two individuals, you're starting to hear their name a little bit more on GroupMe. So I'm excited to see who's really going to turn it up and step up in week one here, and who's going to go compete. I feel like that's a really good matchup because they're in the same boat, kind of, fairly new when it comes to, activity and things like that. Then you got Drew and Kayla going up against Jazz Jones. Very interesting matchup there, to see what's going to happen. That's a Gitmo CD thing. Let's go over to the other side, and let's kind of see where everybody's at here. At the top, you got Uncle Frank, who, at one point in time would have been probably the fan favorite to say could take this whole thing. But word on the street is Uncle Frank is nice. He doesn't compete. And Dorian, she's coming out and really, really moving and grooving. So that could be an upset there. I'm not – Dorian could literally, with where they're both at right now, Dorian could easily go and take that. What would you say? Yes on that one, Karina?
100%.
She said 100%. We will see.
Consistency is all about.
Consistency is what it's all about. She said, we'll see, though. We'll see if Dorian's going to stay consistent or if Uncle Frank's going to turn it on, right? Sure. And then we got Kalita Hooper going up against Davey and Gabbett. David and Gabby, right? Stevelas, right? And understand, gang, Kalita, we've seen you move. David and Gabby, we've seen you move. Both of you, we're going to see, right? That's what Pat always says. We will see. Here we go. Stephanie Clayton and Sharita Green. This is an interesting matchup because Stephanie and Chris, they're going on an MD run. But Sharita is. Man, she can go up and put spurts up in a minute. Like, literally, I think she's already at 5 directs, right? So. When she wants to move, she can move, and she does it in spurts. But like Karina said, consistency. Will she consistently do it for the 5 weeks? That's yet to be seen. Stephanie and Chris, you've been a little bit more consistent as of late. Let's see if you continue to run and what you're going to do here. Yolanda. Yolanda going up against Javon and Tamika. Now, word on the street is Javon and Tamika have already told Karina and myself and Tamara to put their name on the trophy. They say, look, we've been in captains every single week. Nobody's here to compete with us. And that, the trophy is theirs already. Because, yes, the winner at the end is going to get a nice trophy. That's bragging rights. We'll go over that in a second. But I'm just saying, word on the street, Yolanda, is that Javon and Tamika are already looking for the championship. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see, but hey, their actions have spoken louder than their words with captains, this whole year. So we'll see what happens there. And then you've got Jacqueline, and Teresa and Tim. I know Teresa and Tim have a point to prove. They feel like they could do more, and we obviously agree with them. So we'll see what happens there. I think that's a really good matchup though in that bracket. Then you got Donna and Renee Reese. Now, we know Renee, she can go out and put up numbers in spurts as well. And we're not going to go into the production and all that because that's not why we're here. This is strictly captains. So, Donna, you got your work cut out for you when it comes down, to competing with Renee in this aspect. Alex and Cindy Delgado. Cindy, this is going to be very interesting because Alex and Vanessa, they're on the up and coming. Cindy, you've been moving and grooving and saying you're going to be the next MD popping out right after Drew and Kayla. So we will see. We will see. I don't know, but I know Alex and Vanessa are hungry. And then last but not least, and this is a matchup I'm really interested in, not because this is another boss better together. That it has nothing to do with that. Honestly, I'm not trying to drum up competition there. I'm saying because Crystal and Diana, Crystal just went and cracked 25, 25, 25, yeah. Right? And but Diana said that she was, once upon a time was the flag carrier for 3 FA promotions. And so I don't know. I don't know if Belly is full with the 25, 25, 25. I don't know if Diana's content with, hey, I was the flag carrier for 3 FA promotions and her own. So that would really be 4. I don't know. But what I am interested in is to see who's going to come out the gates in this matchup because I 100% think, Karina, this matchup right here could be the overall winner to really go take it. I like this matchup. It sucks it's in the first round how it came out, but I'm interested to see. With that being said, look, this is an opportunity where you can go out and literally explode your business. You go out, like Karina said, be consistent, putting people on captains, running after, you're going to get recruits, you're going to get apps, you're going to get points, you're going to get a higher contract level if you go do the work. And it's so simple, gang. All you have to do is go prospect, put people on captains, submit your guest to your upline MD, to their spreadsheet, to their tracker, and just be consistent for the next 5 weeks, gang. For the next 5 weeks, it's all up to you, what you want to do. So listen, I'm just the messenger. The next update video will be on Monday. And on Monday, we're going to see who competed, who didn't, who decided to run, who's in the game, who's not. But with that being said, gang, from us here in the North Carolina office to all of you, I'm interested to see who's going to play ball. And with that being said, have a great rest of your day. Have an awesome week, and let's go compete. Bye-bye.